Hello! Is there anyone who has lost a child? How do you deal with this grief? How do you survive in general? That question, it's one of the heaviest things a person could ever have to write. So today, let's talk about it. Let's explore a compassionate and psychologically grounded response to this kind of profound pain, a way to create a framework for understanding and, eventually, for surviving. First things first, and I really want this to land, I am so sorry you even have to ask this question. The loss of a child truly is one of the deepest pains a person can experience. If you are the one asking this, please hear this clearly. Your pain is valid, it's immense, and there's no timeline, no rule book, no correct way to grieve. Just acknowledging the depth of this wound, that is the very first step. Now let's talk about the actual shape of this grief, because, our culture often gets it completely wrong. We use phrases like getting over it or moving on. But for a loss of this magnitude, that kind of language isn't just unhelpful, it's actually harmful. We need a totally different way to understand what's happening. This is a much more helpful way to see it. Think of grief not as some event you just get over, but as a severe wound. At first, it's open, it's raw, it's completely all-consuming. Over time, a lot of time, it might heal into a scar. Now, that scar is always there. It's a part of your story, but it doesn't always have to be an open wound. The goal here isn't to erase what happened, it's to integrate it. So how in the world do you even begin? The idea of surviving for years can feel completely impossible. The key is to shrink the timeline. Your only goal right now might be just to get through the next hour. That's it. Then, after that, the goal becomes getting through today. By breaking it down into these impossibly small, manageable steps, that's how you navigate the overwhelming. Surviving hour by hour, that's kind of the external challenge. But then there's the whole internal world to deal with, right? Finding a lifeline while you're navigating the incredibly complex emotions that come with this loss. It can be such a confusing and deeply isolating landscape. And this is a question that haunts so many people. The mind just replays scenarios again and again, searching for a different outcome, asking, what if I had just, or why didn't I? It can be one of the most corrosive, most painful parts of the entire grieving process. It is so vital to understand a psychological truth here. The guilt you feel is a symptom of the grief itself. It's not an accurate reflection of reality. Your mind is simply trying to make sense of the senseless, trying to find some control where there wasn't any. Recognizing that guilt is just part of the process and not a final verdict is absolutely essential. You cannot do this alone. And more importantly, you shouldn't have to. But not all support is created equal. It's so important to seek out people who can truly bear the weight of this conversation. Often, that means professional therapists who specialize in grief or support groups with other bereaved parents. Because with them, you don't need to explain anything. They know. This brings us to a part of the journey that might seem really distant right now, but it's vital. How do you live with the scar? Well, it's about finding ways to honor the profound love you have for your child while carrying it forward into your life. Your connection with them doesn't end with death. It transforms, and finding ways to continue that bond can be a powerful source of comfort. The suggestions you see here, they aren't prescriptions. They're just gentle invitations. Whether it's creating a small ritual or simply talking to them out loud, these actions keep their memory and your love active and present. This is a critical point. So many parents feel that experiencing joy or even laughing is a betrayal of their child. It's not. You have permission to live. A moment of joy doesn't erase the pain, and it certainly doesn't diminish your love. It simply means your capacity for life, however changed it is, continues. Your love exists alongside your life, not in opposition to it. So let's end with this. If you're here listening to this, if you are the one who asked that question, or one just like it, please know this. The act of seeking help, of just getting through this day, is a profound act of strength. It is a testament to your resilience and your love. And even when you can't feel it at all, that strength is there. It's carrying you, hour by hour.